Hello, this is Ryan Riccatelli with asnews.net and the Kiteboarder magazine, and we're standing here in the Slingshot booth with Mira Kwan, Surf Expo 2008, and she's going to show us through all the products today. Actually, we're lucky to have Mira here because she's the first female person to take us through any gears here. So anyway, yeah. So it's yeah. So anyway, you have all the boards set up here. You guys got so many boards this year, and you got the new Lenten. I know everybody's interested in that. You got new surfboards. So why don't you take us through some of the boards?
All right. Basically, we have a lot of really new, exciting things going on for 08. We can start with one of my favorites. This is the SX. It actually stands for Skate Series, and this has been in our line for, oh my gosh, pretty much ever. It's one of the first shapes that Doyle made up. And its best conditions are basically just sort of fun free ride. Because of its taper, tip, and tail, it's really, really fun just to kind of skate around on. It's really good for areas that have a bit of chop to them as well. And this year we've added, well, last year we added concave, which actually makes the board a lot more stable. This year we've added a full wood core to the inside. So basically the benefits would be no breakage, no heel dents.
What type of rider is this for?
This is pretty much for everyone, honestly. Anyone who just wants to free ride, have a little bit of fun to it. You know, it doesn't have a really aggressive tip and tail, so I mean, it's just pretty much for everyone, honestly.
Awesome.
And that one comes in 3 sizes, anything from a 30 to a 48 for the bigger guys.
And then this is the talk of the town.
This is our new little baby. This is the Lenten Lunacy. And this is actually quite special because it's the only board in the line that has FRT. And that stands for Future Response Technology. And it essentially is the way that the foam and the wood are laminated together. What this does is it gives it a lot of aggressive pop. So basically every ounce of energy that you put into it, it gives it back to you threefold. It's for a very aggressive rider, even though it's only a 129, rides a lot bigger than that, just because it's super, super squared off in the tip and tail, and it's really wide through the width as well. Ruben actually developed this hand in hand with Doyle, so it's a really big project for him. Doyle was really excited about it as well, and I think Ruben's been riding it now for about 4 months, and he's broken one, but he said that he was lucky that his foot didn't break as opposed to that his board broke as opposed to his foot. He was super stoked.
Well, will this board make us do kite loops as good as Luton?
It'll make you think it.
All right, well, that's half the battle.
For sure.
All right, and we have the Glide.
Yes.
The light wind machine.
Yes. The actual construction of the Glide has not changed from last year. It's a light wind dominator. I've personally probably gotten up in about 6 knots of wind with this thing. Like, it's amazing. Like a T214, and this, absolutely amazing. Super, super fun. And obviously you can see just by the general shape of the board, there's a lot of surface area. It's got a super flat rocker, and it's just in the super small fins, you know, 1/4 inch fins. Just light wind, super fun.
And real quickly, take us through these new pads and straps.
Basically what we did was we updated the pads and the straps for 08. And first off,
this is what I consider one of the coolest features. For travel friendly, never take off your deck pad.
Yeah, yeah. We reconstructed the pad itself. We have the material here has a greater shock absorption rate than our pads from last year. And then it also has the addition of the little toe grip right there, which is really nice. Gives you a little bit more...
keep you in?
Yeah, a little bit more grip there. And as you can see, this whole thing comes apart. We spent a lot of time and effort into actually doing our straps so that they were really comfortable. And when you actually put your foot in, it really holds it in there really nicely. Ruben actually helped us out with this as well, because he rides obviously for Mystic, and we wanted him to ride our pads and straps. We wanted him to be comfortable. So he really helped out with this.
And it's good to have a rider like that giving you feedback on, you know.
Oh yeah, Ruben's been really, really good this year, just about helping us develop product that, you know, is comfortable for him and therefore a lot of other riders.
And you guys, I see that you guys went with the 2 screws.
Yeah.
for you know,
honestly,
batten down the hatches.
It's really easy to install, basically. And the pads and straps don't move around on you. It's well. And obviously, super easy to put together. I can even do it one-handed.
So if you're traveling, basically, you just take off your straps, flattens out the board. You don't have to sit at the beach like fussing with screws and screwdrivers. And actually, whenever I go travel with Neil, he showed me this last year because I know this was part of the system last year, and I was just like, man, that's really well thought out. As I was sitting there with lost screws trying to get out on the water.
Basically means more riding time, which is nice. Next we have the Fuse, another favorite. Basically this is for anyone who wants to ride waves or wind swell. It's also really fun to ride. Who doesn't want to have to drive the board basically or ride a surfboard. So you can ride it both ways, obviously. It's directional. It has a nice, it has more rocker on the front than it does on the back. And it rides really, really nicely in the ocean. You can just straight out of the box, set it up, go have fun on the waves, you know, and surf, basically.
Did this change at all last year? Nothing?
Nope.
Same thing. Just
Overall
the new
construction,
kind of
new
skin.
graphics. Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's very nice. And then it has the symmetrical pads and straps there. So if you want to drive it, yeah, you can do whatever you want to it. But it's so much fun. This board we actually completely sold out of last year, really early on. This year as well, our first shipment was sold out.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of like this little secret cult board.
Yeah. It'd probably be good for like racing too. That style of board.
Yep. They did a few Friday night border cross races, and this was the board of choice. A lot of guys even ride this strapless.
Wow.
Yeah, in wind swell because it's just so much fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And then, what board is this here with this cool graphics?
This is another oldie but goodie. This is the Misfit. This is for a freestyle rider, slightly more aggressive ride. Again, with the squared off tip and tail, not so extreme as the Lunacy. Mark Doyle absolutely loves this board because it has a longer load and pop to it. It's not as short and as vertical as the Lunacy. And this year it has the update of the full wood core as well. So again, no breakage, and also just a more solid ride overall. It has concave in it.
And I have to say, the graphics here, Jeff was showing me that they actually took photos of car parts, and if you look really closely, there's a lot going on here, a lot of detail of like the Slingshot spiky ball, and if you know the boys, they have this love for muscle cars, and you'll see that throughout this board. It kind of was cool.
Yeah, no, this is. There's about 4 printers in the world that can print with a 2400 DPI quality, and this board is the only kiteboard in the world right now that's printed with that sort of quality, and that's why it's so detailed. The actual file for this thing kept crashing our computers because it was so big.
And that'll make you jump higher too. I'm really interested in this bus. This is just, to me, this is like the Catalyst School District number 46, and as you can tell, this is a school board.
It's a school bus. It's a learning board.
And this thing is just awesome. I think this gets the one of the top graphic awards here for Surf Expo.
Price point board for schools, obviously. Really easy to get up on. General shape, a lot of surface area. What's neat about this board is that it's actually got the fins on the heel side of the board, so it helps you to get up really easy. It helps you to gain some traction. And most beginners are not going toe side and whatnot, so we didn't put the fins on the other side. And this just makes it really, really easy. And we've had a lot of success with this board. And it's just a really good price point, something good for schools.